Hope you enjoy everyone. Thanks for watching this Southern Eyes Game. My latest review on Boruto Naruto Next Generations episode 6. This is the final lesson. This was a good episode. Overall because this was because it mainly focused on a lot less characters than they were before. They're focusing on four mostly: Shino, Shigadai, right, Mitsuki, and of course Boruto. Shino has been possessed by the darkness. It got to his heart. It possessed him just like it did the others. Seeing how him doing that, saying that he's gonna give them their final lesson. Like this is gonna be your final lesson. Like, I'm going to kill you. Shino displaying his red eye. His red eye underneath that goggle mask or whatever. Also, blood from his cheek. I thought that was blood actually coming from his eyeball, but it's really some bug just crawling out from his cheek. That's what, that's because being a member of the Aramurame clan, and the Aramurame clan, and they have a pact with the insects, allowing them to share and to live with them, share their body and chakra with them, and feed on it, and they grow together. It's kind of like a mutual symbiotic partnership. Although if you watch the series, then you understand. Naruto, then you know about that. That's just for anyone who doesn't know, or anyone who do know what I'm talking about. Bravo, you are a true Naruto fan. And seeing the situation as it is, the boys try to struggle, try to find a way to escape. Hey, Shino, we find out from Shigadai that Shino is a Jonin class. Shino was smart. Definitely smart. And he was a good strategist and a good expert insect user. So it's not such a surprise that he became a Jonin, like later, probably after the war. So now he's a Jonin level, and now he's a teacher. It's hard for them to struggle to try to defeat them, and the way he comes at them, like how merciless he is. Like, he really wants to kill them because he's saying, "I'm sick and tired of being, not respected or by my students. Like, his students not taking him seriously, so he wants to get rid of the problem by destroying them." That's the thing about the darkness. It seems to inert itself to anyone who's feeling some kind of emotional distress or any kind of vulnerability in their heart. Then it feeds off it, making it stronger and allowing people to act out their innate desires. Of course, I've said that all the other episodes. But then again, you guys, as being the watcher who watched the episode, you guys should know this more than I do. Seeing how the situation, how it continues, how they handle it, how and Boruto, how they know that it's gonna be harder than it before, because and also Mitsuki, he doesn't have a problem with it. Like, the fact that he saved Boruto from those insects using, his wind jutsu, and also using his Mr. Fantastic arms. You guys get that joke? Mr. Fantastic arms. It's also, if you guys watch Boruto Naruto the movie, he has this ability. Now, it's obviously that Mitsuki, Mitsuki, he's very skilled, but he doesn't know a lot about people, or socializing with people, or understanding their feelings a lot. It kind of reminds me of Silent Way. And then again, him being the product of Orochimaru. Like, Orochimaru was one of the most creepy ass guys, and he's a snake. Dead ass, he's a snake. So it's obviously he messed with this kid's head. Treating him, making him do whatever, and treating him like a lab experiment. My guess is he doesn't learn about people as much because of Orochimaru and what he did. And that's Orochimaru. And that's just some of the stuff he's done. Anyway, the kids try to do their best to avoid Shino, but Boruto's all like nonchalant, like he's not taking this seriously. Thinking all he needs is a knock to the head, like just knock him out to try to do it. But Shino's not that a fool, He he's more experienced than them, And his nonchalant attitudes can get him killed, especially if he doesn't take things too seriously. And when he freaks out when he sees a horde of insects, hordes of insects and whatever, that just adds to the character development and the funny nature of the show. And this is to my friend Andrew, who on Pop Anime Comics. He did a recent post on Twitter about the comedy of Naruto. He posted From a poster of an episode of old picture of Naruto, from episode 2. My name is Konohamaru, classic, and that was pretty good. Good luck, hey Andrew, you still doing it. Makes me laugh. Off topic, these kids, they have to find a way to survive because Shino is hunting them, and they're in the middle of a dense forest. Like nobody knows what's going on. Like for example, Aruka, who's now principal, is like, asking where Shino is, and apparently he's giving a special lesson, that's just the way they occupy time. We've seen Fat Anko. I mean, Anko's gotten so fat, and she's just eating those damn, what you call it, those dumplings or whatever, She's just getting even more fatter than she was. And she was a pretty skinny woman, and skinny woman, and not too bad looking. Now she's just fat and all that stuff. That's pretty, And she was such an underused character, in the series. She only showed up like a handful of times, and she did a lot of nothing. All she did was got poisoned. At the last episode, she got poisoned by, Kabuto, and just used to bring back Orochimaru. Oh, she was literally knocked out. She was a lot like Yamato in a way. She was used up, captured by the bad guy, then did nothing. They should give her a filler episode how she got fat, or how she lost her way. Seeing the situation as for this, the boys have no choice but to work together. They try to do a daring strategy, how they try to complement each other. One of the things you gotta note is Shigadai. Shigadai, he doesn't trust Mitsuki because the way he's nonchalant. Like the only way to survive is to kill him. They can't kill Shino. That's not want to do. Shino is their teacher and they care about him. They don't want him to die. Right, but however, he's cool with killing. That means that this is just another byproduct of what Orochimaru did. It's obviously he didn't train the kid well. In socializing. However, Boruto being a lunkhead, it's he just has to do the thing, to take up arms. Basically use himself as the decoy. He wants Mitsuki to. Shiga doesn't want Mitsuki to do it, but this guy is like, not. No, I want to do it. He's like, I want to save everyone. I want to help everyone, and that includes Ushino Sensei, and that includes you. Like Mitsuki, it's obviously he never had friends, and that's probably one of the reasons why he does whatever Boruto says to try to understand him a little bit, And I think that thing, like when he said in previous episode, like my son, and I think he was trying to mean like the sun that will guide his way, like the light. Hey, I think that's why. He's trying to do his best. Like, he wants someone to help him, understand things, That's kind of like how Sai, when he bonded with Naruto, when he bonded with Naruto on his team, and he became a part of Team 7, Even though he was replacing Sasuke, and he was a good character, and he was one of the biggest assets they had, which is a good thing, Seeing the situation for how it is, they eventually do their thing, They confront Shino, they decide do the best. Shino, he overwhelms them. He sees their strategy coming. Even when they use like paper bombs, Shino, he's not a fool, but he knows that he knows not to underestimate these kids, However, being corrupted in the darkness, I think he probably let his guard down, because of the darkness inside him, and also because his innate desire, like he's so fixated on his goal that he's definitely let his guard down. Like Mitsuki, he's definitely strong, and when he saw Mitsuki just standing still doing nothing, he thought, oh, that was just Mitsuki, he's not caring. But instead, that was just a real trap. While the kids are being while Naruto and Shigadai deal with him, like Mitsuki comes up from below using his Mr. Fantastic arms. I'm gonna use that for the whole segment, Mr. Fantastic Arms. Anybody tries to steal that from me, I'm copywriting it. I'm copywriting Mr. Fantastic Arms. That's why I said it. Seeing how they did it, not only was he able to drag him underwater, he was also able to neutralize Shino's instinct using lightning style, and water conducts electricity, which is a good thing. However, in the middle of the battle, how he used up too much chakra, he's definitely strong, but he's not completely invincible, like the fact that he was use too much. He didn't know that he was using too much. I guess it's because of the battle. He's never faced anything like this before. He said it himself. He's never done anything like this. Have to take down an opponent without killing. But Boruto, going in and saving him, he's not gonna let him drown. He's not gonna let him do that. And Shino managed to wake up, go in after him, summons out this giant, I think ladybug looking thing or beetle or whatever. And they managed to fly out of the water. Everything's all good. They head back. After they're a hard day. Shino apologizes for his behavior. The kids all apologize too, especially Boruto, saying that they were the cause of this. You gotta love Shikadai and his behavior, like saying that this mostly happened because of us, but mostly Boruto being the guy who likes to joke around, fool around and stuff. And this situation is definitely mirrors that of Iruka Sensei and Naruto's relationship in a big way. That's one of the things. It mirrors that. Now, Shino tries his best to be a teacher, but he's also a good, a good person. He's blessed with so many friends. This is what Kurenai said. This is what Kurenai said in the episode. He may not be good with people, but he's blessed to have good friends. And have so many of his friends with him and who he cared about. And the fact that now that after the battle was over, that his students not only apologized, they seem to respect Shino now, seeing how skilled he was with his insects. How Shino gets embarrassed, they start to laugh. It's pretty interesting. This was all for character development. I really enjoyed how this was. However, the episodes end on a note. Like, for example, they find out that there's this darkness that's just possessing everyone, that's causing all types of trouble. They have no choice what to do. Like, for example, Boruto and the others, they know something is wrong, but they don't know exactly what it is. And it's obvious that Naruto doesn't know either. Like, he's the Hokage. Maru has his assistant, and this darkness, he knows that there's something coming, but he's now know that it's here, and he's asking everybody to keep on his guard, like even Shino, to investigate. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed this. I loved it because this was character development, especially for Shino's character. And it looks like the next episode is gonna be focused on Chocho. Who who that is? That's Choji's daughter. Daughter of the girl from the Hidden Cloud, I forgot her name. She was redheaded, We still don't know how they hooked up. Kishimoto says he's not good with relationship. It's gonna be focused on her story arc, but also this new mysterious girl that looks like it's gonna be another love interest for Boruto. I can't wait to see how they handle that. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. This is Solomon Ask. Give my latest review on Boruto Next Generations, Episode 6. See you guys. I'm out. Bye.